Hey, what's up guys, it's Might Be, and this is a video that I like to do about every other couple of weeks, and there has been some new things that have dropped to MLB The Show, although it isn't a lot, and there are a couple new ways that on how to make a ton of stubs. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button as we're on that road to 2,000 subscribers, and let's get right into the frickin' video. Before I get into this video, the one thing that I kind of want to talk about is, yes, I do have pretty much a max overall team, and I know that I could go a couple of different ways with certain players, but this has just been the guys that have swung the best for me, and this has been, I've gotten a lot of very expensive cards like Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts, Machado, my whole pitching staff in general. Arrieta, I actually grinded, but most of these guys I ended up buying, especially all the finest guys and some of these inning guys, so I do have an absolute amazing team, and I'm going to be showing you guys in this video how to get my team no money spent without putting a cent into the game, and how to just play the game and get a ton of stubs. Now, the first thing that I always like to start these things off with is going to be the 11th inning program. Now, I know it's kind of tedious and kind of annoying, but you can make a lot of good stubs here, and so that just means doing your dailies. Make sure you do your showdown, even though I haven't done it yet. The conquests have tons of free stubs and free rewards. Now, the first thing that I'm going to be talking about on how to make a ton of stubs, the very first thing other than the inning program, is going to be there are a ton of conquests that I know a bunch of you guys are missing out on. Now, every single conquest there, if you just search up a YouTube video on all of them, there's literally going to be a hidden locations. I don't recommend playing through all of them, but you should get all of the free packs. They're going to add up and make you tons of stubs. If you haven't done this yet, literally just going through these can make you about 100,000 to 200,000 stubs, and it's just absolutely insane. And if you haven't done it all, you can even do 400, literally get about 400,000 stubs. There's all of these. There's so many conquests in this game, and I just recommend just one day sitting down, grinding them, and getting a hold of all of these free packs. Now, the next thing that I'm going to recommend is going to be the event. Now, doing this event can literally make you hundreds of thousands of stubs. This is one of the best events that we're probably going to get before the game comes out. I mean, the Shohei Ohtani, if you guys aren't going to keep on his team, he's literally selling for about 800,000 stubs, which is unreal, guys, and it's only 20 wins, 6 inning games, quick counts. Get these done, get these free players, and get these stubs. Now, if you guys are wondering how do I win games, or I struggle to win the games, then I'm going to link a video right now, and I would consider checking that one out. Also, if you guys can make it all the way up to about 60 wins, you're going to get a rewind pack, which is absolutely huge. You have a really good chance at 1 million stubs. And even the lower rounds is going to give you a really good card and something that's worth a lot. I mean, this Dylan Betances is pretty much worth 500,000 stubs, and that's the low round. So you get through 60 wins in this, and I know it's a grind. I know it's an absolute grind. I'm not saying that it isn't. But if you get through 60 wins, you're going to at least make 500,000 stubs, if not more. Now, the next thing that I'm going to go in depth about and talk about is going to be the market. Now, the market has changed a little bit, and this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that the 2020 postseasons, they're still probably the most movable cards, but the tops now lately have a bigger branch, and you can make even more stubs off of this. Now, whenever I'm looking at these, I'm looking for giant gaps, and the very first giant gap that I actually see is the Alec Mills. Now, you can get the Alec Mills for 19,802, and so you put in a sell now order. What you're going to do is you're going to go to buy, you're going to put one in, you're going to put it in for 19,802, and so whenever you do that, you're just going to go one stub difference, so that way you can maximize your profit, and then you're going to go to the sell, and then once you actually get one for 19,802, you're going to put it for one stub less, so 34,296, and that is going to actually get you above a 10,000 stub increase on this. Now, that's absolutely insane. You're making 10,000 a flip, and if you can do about 5 to 10 to 20 of these a day, you're going to be making an absolute crap ton of stubs, and it's honestly something that you can do just brain dead. I mean, let's say you're in Zoom classes, you're just hanging out. You can do this while you're just hanging out. It just takes time, and you can do moments and do this in between games. It's something I highly recommend doing, and you're going to make a lot of stubs. The 2020 postseason is probably the other cards that I really, really like. And the reason I like these cards, even though they don't have as big of a difference, is that these cards move an absolute ton. So if you look at this Travis d'Arnaud, you can get them for about $15.11, sell them for about $27,997. You're going to be making a good amount of stubs from that. And the thing about these is they move really, really fast. I flipped 10 of these an hour, 15 of these in an hour. And so these are kind of the ones that I would go with. Not only would I do tops now, but I would do tops now and 2020 postseason at the exact same time, because that's going to be how you maximize profit and maximize stubs. I mean, guys, if you literally just sit on the market right now, you could probably make about 300,000 stubs in just an hour. It's absolutely crazy. Now, the last thing that I'm going to say is I'm going to say do your moments. Now, if you guys haven't already, I highly recommend doing these tops now moments. And in between tops now moments, this is what I do. I'll grind the tops now. And whenever I grind these tops now, I'm going for the ones that are worth more. The old ones usually go for more, but there are ones up at the top that give you about 3 players, and those are really, really good. Now, each time you do these moments, they take about 20 minutes to 30 minutes to finish all of them, in my opinion. And the thing about these is while you're doing these moments, how you're going to be making so many stubs an hour is you're going to be doing this while you're going to be flipping cards. And if you're flipping cards and doing moments, you're maximizing your value. If you literally just sit here and in between games, you're doing conquests and you're doing tops now and you're doing on top of that, you're flipping cards in between every single moment. That is going to be my stub method and how I've made so many stubs. I mean, as you guys know, I have an absolute god squad in this game, and I have the best team in the game pretty much. And so whether it's a pitching staff, I have stubs galore. I have everything that you ever need. And the reason that I've done this and the way I've been able to do this is through this method. So I really hope that this guide just helps you out and makes it better for you guys, as you guys can just get more stubs and have a better team in general. Alright, boys, so if this video ended up helping you guys out, make sure to hit that like and sub button. It helps me out an absolute ton. Now, it is that time of month and I really wanted to do this, so I'm going to be shouting out my channel members. So thank you to you guys, and you guys are popping up on the screen right now. Thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate every single one of you guys, even if you guys aren't a channel member. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.